everyone. This morning I'm making French toast, so I thought I'd bring you along. You'll see I'm on the right side of your screen. So let's get started. I've set up the stove top to be my work area. So the frying pan, toast, 2 eggs, the syrup, and when I'm done, a plate with a knife and a fork ready for me to have my breakfast. So I'm beginning by turning on this burner just on low. While the butter melts, I'm going to go ahead and crack the 2 eggs. Here we go. And I thought I could use the plate here to store my shells on. So I know there's 101 ways that you can make your French toast. I am doing it plain and simple today. I'm just going to use the multi-grain bread. Some of you may like milk in your French toast. Some of you may like cinnamon. There's other spices you could add to it. But for me, the high fiber diet I have to eat because of chronic pain, and the grains are in the bread, gives me a nice taste that, with added to the syrup, I'm content with. So I'm going to go ahead and soak the bread in the bowl here. Okay, and I'm just turning it over. I have washed my hands before the video started. Okay, that's soaked up. Okay, and I'm actually just going to throw the extra bit of yolk on top of this. Okay, so I've got this on medium heat. It's the small burner that I'm using. And we'll give it about 3 minutes. Sort of the way I tell about when it's time to flip the eggs is by the yolk that's on the outside of the bread. So while this cooks, I just want to share a few words of encouragement with you. I was actually supposed to have a medical appointment today. I live in Ontario, Canada. We've had freezing rain overnight, and the roads aren't safe to be out on today. I've called my family doctor's office and I postponed it by a week, and that's no big deal. So my encouragement for today is not to sweat the small stuff, and when you choose a battle to fight, make sure that it's the right battle you're fighting. There are other people who are fighting other battles, and you don't need to be fighting every last one because someone else will take up another cause that you may also be passionate about. And with today, it's more important that I'm safe than out risking either a worse injury or even a really bad car accident because of the weather. As well, if you're in my situation and you did need medical attention, you could always call a pharmacist for direction and then decide from there what you needed to do, or if a pharmacist could provide you with enough answers to get you by for a few days until you could see your doctor. I hope this is of some help to you. So the eggs cooking quite nicely. I have a natural gas stove, and with natural gas, the heat is right there. You have to have provision for the type of equipment that you use. So I always encourage you to spend time, and if something doesn't turn out right, it's okay. You try again and you'll get it right eventually. There's something to be said for the value and the effort that's put into the time you spend learning. It's never a waste. While this cooks, I'm just going to slip across my kitchen and grab something to show you. So I have a laminator, and when I get a recipe that I like, I put it in a 4" by 6" laminating pouch and have the recipe sealed, and I keep them in my kitchen. What you're looking at right now is the recipe that I have for cinnamon raisin bread, and I break it down into the ingredients, and then step 1, step 2, and step 3. I also write down the settings on the equipment that I have so I'm able to easily reference it and duplicate this time and time again. Here's a bit of a closer look. So this is just something you could do if you heavily get into cooking. Why I'm starting to make cooking videos for my channel is to help you with your money. If you can cook yourself and you have the will to do so, it'll help your money go further, and perhaps you'd have the money to go to a movie once a month or just have coffee with a friend. So this is also about quality of life. So I see the egg in this area, and this area is cooked, so we know that the egg underneath the toast is ready. So I'm just rotating the handle towards me. I had it in the middle originally so that I wouldn't hit it with the wheelchair. I'm going to put it back there. This is also handy if you have young children. You don't want their clothing to snag on a handle. Notice I've put the flipper here, the spatula, on the plate with the eggshells. I don't want to contaminate the plate that I'm going to eat off of with uncooked eggs. My immune system is fine, but maybe some of you are struggling also with some type of dietary disorder, and that extra tip might be for you. So we just need to give this about 2 more minutes and it'll be ready. So I hope the tip of having a bit of extra egg around the outside of the pan is helpful to you. Certainly having the egg soaked up into the bread makes it a really filling meal. Just while we give this a minute more to cook, I also want to encourage you not to hold things in. I basically want to encourage you to know your limits and know when you need someone to talk to, whether it be online, in person, even if it's someone at the gym. Like last night, I swam with an adult while her and I did our lengths, and we talked to one another about life while we're going back and forth. There's always someone there to listen And if you do need to make use of some of the emergency phone lines or prayer lines, there are people there that care about you. And I really believe this. I'm not trying to basically pay lip service to it. I really mean that the people that man, either like the National Suicide Line, Kids Help Phone, or any number of prayer lines, are there because they value people and want to help make a difference. Okay, so I'm just at the point where the egg is finishing cooking. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Let me put the microphone close to it. So the eggs are cooked now. So this was on for about 8 minutes, medium heat. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and serve this up. And I'm going to turn the burner off. I may as well eat the little bit of extra egg. Okay, there we go. Okay, and I'm just going to put some of the syrup on. There we go. Okay, so breakfast is ready and I'm gonna go eat. I sincerely hope you have a wonderful day today. Again, I thank you for this time together. Bye for now.